You are about to start the audiobook of the book review of Normal People, a famous work by Sally Rooney. During this reading, you will first discover a brief context of the work and its author. Then, a summary of the work will be presented, followed by an analysis of the characters and the key points of the novel. Once these different points have been addressed, all that remains is to conclude this listening session with a few questions that may further fuel your reflection. The author. Sally Rooney is an Irish novelist who was born in Castlebar, County Mayo in 1991. She grew up with two siblings and moved to Dublin to study English at Trinity College, where she was elected a scholar and participated in debating. She went on to participate in the European University Debating Championships in 2013. After her undergraduate degree in English, she completed a master's in American literature. She currently lives in Dublin. Rooney wrote her first novel, Conversations with Friends, while completing her master's degree. After an auction for the publication rights, this debut novel was published in 2017 and nominated for a slew of prizes. The novel was well received by critics, and Rooney herself was hailed as a remarkable addition to the modern Irish canon, being dubbed the Salinger for the Snapchat generation by her editor at Faber and Faber. In the same year, her short story Mr. Salary was nominated for the Sunday Times EFG Private Bank Short Story Award. The work. Normal People tells the story of Connell and Marianne, two students, who move from high school to university over the course of the novel, who have an on-off romantic relationship. The novel was the highly anticipated follow-up to Rooney's critically adored debut Conversations with Friends. Normal People cemented Rooney's status as a first-class writer and attracted accolades including Irish Novel of the Year at the Irish Book Awards and Best Novel of the Year at the Costa Book Awards. The novel was also named the Waterstones Book of the Year and was longlisted for the 2018 Man Booker Prize. Normal People is written in the third person and alternates between the perspectives of the two characters. The chapters are dated and distributed sporadically over the characters' student timeline, with gaps in between that generally range between a few weeks and a few months in duration, although a few are much shorter. The novel alternates between the use of the present tense, when describing the events of the eponymous chapter date, and the past tense, in which the reader is caught up with the events of periods that fall between the dated chapters. Summary. High school. Marianne and Connell attend the same high school in Carricklia, but they do not interact at school. The only time they talk is when Connell picks up his mother, Lorraine, from Marianne's house, where Lorraine works as a cleaner. Marianne is a loner in high school, and considered by most to be weird and unsociable. This is
Sample complete. Ready to continue?